What's up, you fucks? Today we're gonna go over flag race. I'm here to just give y'all some advice. So for those of you who don't know, there are a couple of ways you could help out a guild. There's guild capping, which is pretty much do a couple of bosses every day. Either with the guild, you can do it by yourself, it just takes a little longer. And that helps level up the guild and just helps with the weekly rankings. Another way you can help a guild is by going to GPQ, and that just pretty much a party quest with your guild, and you just pretty much chill out and try to kill a boss or do as much damage you can to a boss. So once you complete GPQ, you pretty much get points to put into guild skills, and then it'll help you out with bossing. So if your guild is running that, I highly recommend you going there. Sometimes it's not even about how much damage you do, it's just about the amount of people you have going in there. And your guildies will actually really appreciate you and consider you a very valuable member of their community. So last and not least way you can help the guild is by flag race. And some say this is min-maxing. I think it's kind of fun. Sometimes a little irritating depending on who you're running with, but doesn't stop us from doing it, no? First and foremost, before you even do flag race, let's just talk about just a general gist. You have 5 runs in a day. I live in EST, which is Eastern time, so take this time as you may. So my runs pretty much start at 7 AM, 2 PM, 4 PM, 5 PM, and 6 PM. Pretty much all the flag races are the same except for one, and for me, that is a 2 PM one. Again, figure out what's the right time for your time zone, I guess. And pretty much what we call that is sunset. Those are a couple of things that you need to know. Sunset is just it's way easier than the others, but it's a lot easier to mess up. We'll get into that later on, but a couple of prerequisites. You're going to need some snowshoes. I highly recommend you run with snowshoes. If you're not running with snowshoes, you might as well just not run at all. So go ahead and go to this place called Elnath. By the way, we're looking at a pre-recording. I can't do this shit live. It's really annoying. So here you go. And then you go through the marketplace. I went the wrong way. And then you go to the weapon shop. You go here. You click on the top one because the bottom one has weapons in it and it doesn't help you. So you click on the top store. You go to special and then there's your snowshoes. You gotta buy the appropriate snowshoes for your class. Once you're good, you buy them. Go to your inventory before the run. And you double click it. If you log in exactly the time that flag race is happening, you're probably not going to get the message. So I recommend you log in 5 minutes before, or maybe 10 minutes, because I've experienced some DCs randomly in Reboot, so you know, you do your thing. Pretty much sunset, you accept the flag race quest, you teleport here, you just sit here for like 2 minutes or 3 minutes. So here's a couple of things you need to remember. Make sure you have snowshoes on, and that's pretty much it. I don't think you need anything else. So yeah. Before clock runs out, you run to the right, you hug that goddamn wall. Because the inputs that you put in now will actually translate when you teleport over. If you're putting the input at 0, it might not transfer over. I recommend you just press the right button once you teleport in. You're gonna be a little slower though. Bada bing, bada boom. It's time to run. You go run, you go to the right portal, and you press up. I don't like holding up while you're running to the right because sometimes it stops your movements. I don't get with that shit. I don't get with RNG, so I just spam that shit and hopefully it gets me on time. I go here and you're supposed to jump early here. I jump a little late. It's not a big deal. I'm just gonna show you what it's supposed to look like later. But right now I'm gonna show you some mistakes I made. I jumped a little too late. And what happened is you jump onto this platform and you don't insta teleport. Once you jump, by the way, if you're doing flag race, you just gotta deal with the NX. There's no way you could get around it. This is part of it. So if you have a lot of NX, feel free to just wear a bunch. But I hate your ass. Anyways, you jump and then you look to the right. That's to stop my momentum to hit the bottom, the jump. And pretty much what that happens is it just gets me in this corner. I get stuck here, whatever. But if you get stuck here, just move to the right a little bit and then jump. Once you jump, you get teleported to this giant bubble over here and then you're gonna drop. You don't have to do anything here. You just, when you drop in, make sure you hold the up button because what's gonna happen is you're gonna land onto this rope. And you need to catch the rope. If you don't catch the rope, you hit this other circle, you start at the beginning all over again, and your run is pretty much screwed. So from here on out, you grab the rope, you go down the circle, and bam, you teleport here. You get cucked by this little wall. What you're gonna do is you're gonna move forward a little bit. You see where Falco is? You just move up a little bit where Falco is. And then you jump at that point. You try to hit this corner, you hit it, bam. When you hit that corner, you're facing the left. When you jump and you hit that corner, you turn to the right. you change your direction. And then you let go of your keyboard. You just don't press anything. Once you land at this platform, you could easily just mess up. So just don't hold any buttons and wait for the flame. I waited for all the NX people to get the hell out because it's super annoying. I'd rather not mess up my run because once you fall down here, it's kind of like your run is screwed also. You see where I'm standing right now? I could actually skip this platform and just overall land on the other one. But I'm too much of a pussy. I'd rather just be safe about it. So, jump. It's a mini jump. And then you jump again, and then you land, and then you're good. And then right here, you jump onto this portal, you jump up, and you're good. So you're gonna run towards this corner right here, so you could land onto the other platform right over here. And then once you're here, you kind of wait for the flame to go off before you jump. By the way, this is a long jump, so you're gonna need a little bit of momentum before jumping to the next platform. So you jump. Wait, I'm at that corner. You see that corner? That's a lot of space, alright? You get there and then you jump. Yeah, you gotta move forward a little bit. You gotta trust yourself. It's all about timing here. Now, I'm gonna show you what the run's supposed to look like. So, here you go. There's no cuts, no commentary. I get shot here by a fucking asshole. But it's fine. If I get hit here, it's not big deal, just don't panic. Spam up button and you do this shit all over again. Teleport, there you go. Easy cash, down, jump, very good. I didn't get first place here, but I mean, it is what it is, right? Part of the run. And you're good. Now we're doing night or snowfield, whatever. I don't even know what it's called, but pretty much the rest of the flag races. It's a little bit more complicated. Well, it's a lot more complicated. So what you're gonna do here is you're gonna have to wear your snowshoes before you get in, okay? Once you're in, I would recommend you drag your inventory all the way down here and have a shoe, any shoe, that slips on one of the corners here. The reason why I do this is because if you put your mouse over the item, the shoe itself, what's gonna happen is just gonna be a bubble that pops up, a text bubble. It's gonna pop up, it's gonna block your screen. If you're doing a run, it's gonna mess up your run. The way I combat that is I hit inventory twice. So that closes the inventory, it opens it up, and pretty much what that does is it removes it. Okay, it removes that thing. So yeah, sometimes during a run, it's gonna pop up again. You gotta press inventory twice again. Or ignore it, whatever works for you. I just can't deal with it. And it sometimes messes up in the run, but whatever. What are you gonna do, right? So yeah, so having these two shoes hot swappable is very important for you because it's gonna give you a lot of room for error. Just it's 8 seconds coming in, you know the drill. You hug that goddamn corner. You hug that corner. You run towards it, and then you're gonna get teleported in. You go and spam the up fucking key. You spam the up key here, teleport it in. So what happens here is you see that corner right here? I jump exactly there, and then I jump again after the hill. That gives me a speed boost. And then right here, you make sure you jump at that exact corner. But if you don't, you'll land somewhere over here. And what's gonna happen is you're gonna have to move back a little bit and jump over that. So that actually messes around a little bit. It's not the end of the world, but yeah. You're gonna jump, cool, you're gonna do that twice. And then right here, same thing. You jump above the hill so you don't lose that much momentum going up. And then you jump here again. If you fall down, you're gonna need to move to the right, left and then move to the right again. You're gonna get teleported back up here. And then you gotta do the jump all over again. If you're wearing snowshoes, you don't need to go all the way up to the mountain. But if you're not, it's gonna be rough for you. This can mess up your run quite a bit. Anyways, so you jump, and then I like to jump again to get over this hill, so I don't have that speed decrease. And then I jump right there at the bottom of it, at the level. And then right here, I go down a little bit and I jump over. And right here, I start jumping above these stairs. I could just keep jumping, hold right. But at the second to the top stairs, I like to move over a little bit and jump over again. Because sometimes if I jump too late onto these platforms, I can't make it over at the last one. So here's what I do. So I move over a little bit. At that point, I probably could have made it, but whatever. I'd rather be safe. I missed it. So what happens is I just move over and I jump. The ideal scenario here is you want to move, and then once you see you're sliding a little bit, you see he slides a little bit, you just press the jump button. So here's important. once you're up in the air, you're gonna predict like maybe you're around like the midpoint of your flight. You turn to the left, and what's gonna happen is you're gonna hit this other jump right here perfectly. And what's gonna happen is once you hit it, you turn to the right, and once you turn to the right, you're gonna land on the other jump here, and then you're gonna hold the up button because you're gonna grab onto that goddamn rope. And then what's gonna happen is you're gonna move over to the right a little bit, and then right here is very important. Okay, this is where you do the rocket jump. You go over here. So I like to jump roughly around like here, this wing area. It's never failed me. The only time it failed me is if I moved over a little bit and then it messed up my momentum. But here's what I did. So I moved to the right and I hold the space button. I let go of the right arrow key. I just hold the space button, and that would get me over the whole hump. Jump, jump, easy cash, right? I might get hit by this flame here, it's not a big deal. But if you get hit by the other flame down here, you're screwed. You have to redo that all over again. So keep an eye out. If you see the flame just didn't go off for a while, you should stay on that rope until it goes off, and then you could go over and do the jump. Yeah, I get hit the fire here, it's not a big deal. And then another thing here is I like to jump at the end of this cabin or this crate thingy here. That will land me at the first platform. And then what I do is I'll hold the left button a little bit to walk a little bit for some momentum to make it onto the next two platforms. So I skip the bottom platforms altogether. It's really annoying to do the bottom platforms. So I do that. Yep, see, I move to the corner. And right here is really important. You make sure you switch to your other shoes right at this point. Okay? Yeah, you switch to your shoes. That's why you see me start walking a little bit. I switch. I double click the crap out of it. And then I go. Once you're going down, you just look to the right so you could go to this side. And then again, you look to the opposite direction where you're going. And then once you're like around here, you're gonna face the right back again. And what happens is that just gets me exactly on this platform. And then I move over a little bit to get over this because this platform will cuck you. You won't get over it. So yeah, you go and then you. So I like to jump around here, but I should have went down a little bit for some momentum before I do that jump. It does give a lot of momentum with the sliding shoes. And so here I do the jump and I quickly double click for the snowshoes. I pray to God it popped and then it went through and then good. So some people like to when they land down at the bottom and they get that fall damage, that kind of jumps you into the jump thingy. Some people like to press the right button to stop momentum from going to the left, and then you automatically land onto that platform. Sometimes it doesn't work for me, sometimes it does. It's kind of RNG for me at least, but whatever. But yeah, jump and then wait for that flame, jump, jump. Everything else here is straightforward. Now I'm just gonna play the whole thing to you, and yeah, pretty much you'll see it in real time. Yeah, somebody else got that. I already have that. You see this right here? I try to cut somebody, so I'd rather grab it from try to grab it so other people can get it. So this time I have the S button. I don't know what it's called, super jump, whatever. See, I got messed up because you see why he messed up? You do a jump again, and then here I wait for the damage, and then when you actually hit when you're at the wing ish, and you're about to move, you hit S, and then you're going. If you mess up, you mess up. It kind of sucks. It's gonna mess up your run, but yeah, that's how you run. Pretty much, this is the rest of the run. If you see the super jump button, I recommend you go for that every single time. It could make you skip the line quite a bit. You see that right there? I need that. I dropped for it, you know? If it's along the road, I'll take it. If it's not, it's gonna be rough, man. It's going to be rough. Like, if you don't have it, it's hard to get top 3, I'd say. Because people would probably... You see that right there? You should go get it. But at that part, if you actually want to get it, I would recommend going down the rope again and going up. Just because I think momentum is gonna be it's gonna be a lot stronger going into it, so it might mess up your jump from here. I experienced that a couple of times before. I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna do this instead. This guy might screw up my shoot. Yeah, it messed up. Yeah, I just didn't press it. That's just my fault. But it kind of works out for me regardless. I pressed the dash button, which is nice. The other guy's coming along very good. See how much it helps him? Just by doing that super jump, it helps a lot. See, like I make this platform this time. And I just press the jump button and I'm through. So that's pretty much it. There isn't much to it. It's kind of complicated. It just takes a lot of practice. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you see me in Flag Race, I expect you guys to pave the road for me. If you're ahead of me, I want you to look back, let me go past you, and shoot your balls at people behind me. Give me a head start, man. I appreciate that. See you later.